Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Grand Processional led in by the award winners of the class of 2022, who are walking in to the processional music composed by SMU Associate Professor of Law, Saw Cheng Lim, titled Those First Steps, performed by SMU Symphonia. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the National Anthem of Singapore. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. We now invite the Chancellor of SMU, Mr. Lim Chee to officially open this year's commencement. Chancellor, please.
On behalf of Singapore Management University, I am pleased to extend my warmest welcome to our distinguished guests, faculty, graduates, and family members. I hereby declare Commencement 2022 open.
Thank you, Chancellor. May we now invite everyone to take their seats. SMU Honorary Patron Dr. Tony Tan Keng and Mrs. Mary Tan, SMU Chancellor Mr. Lim Chee SMU Pro-Chancellor Mr. Eddie Teo, Chairman Mr. Ho Kwon Peng and Ms. Claire Chiang, members of the Board of Trustees, SMU President Professor Lily Kong, SMU Provost Professor Timothy Clark, Senior Management, Faculty, and distinguished guests, graduating class of 2022 and family members, and to our guests joining us virtually. A very warm welcome to the Commencement 2022. I would now like to invite SMU Chairman, Mr. Ho Kwon Peng, on stage to address us. Chairman, please.
SMU Honorary Patron and Honorary Degree Recipient, Dr. Tony Tan Keng Yam, Chancellor of Singapore Management University, Mr. Lim Chee Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Eddie Teo, members of the Board of Trustees, Professor Lily Kong, President of SMU, faculty, staff, and the class of 2022, parents and guests. Welcome to SMU Commencement 2022. This year marks yet another unusual milestone for SMU. This year's cohort is the first class since COVID began to actually have a commencement ceremony on the year of your graduation itself. You also have the dubious honor of being the one class that has had the most time of your life during SMU in COVID situation. But despite your not having been able to get together in classrooms as you would have liked to, I think you really have shown strength through adversity. And I think you are very fortunately, unlike the last two cohorts, at least you are now graduating into a much better Singapore and world environment. Today also marks another curious milestone for SMU, and particularly for myself and for Dr. Tony Tan. It was exactly a quarter century ago, in 1997, when Dr. Tony Tan, then Deputy Prime Minister invited me to create Singapore's third university. That meeting became a 25-year journey with meaningful and memorable milestones. It is therefore with a poignant sense of coming full circle that the institution which we started together is able to honor Dr. Tan today with an honorary doctorate. When Dr. Tan and I first met to conceptualize what finally became Singapore Management University, it did not even have a name, nor a logo, much less notions of what faculties to develop or campus to locate within. Dr. Tan certainly had his ideas backed by impressive academic and governmental qualifications, whereas I only had strong views about what a meaningful university education should not be, having not finished from the first university, being kicked out of the second, and finally barely graduating overaged from the third university. So we were quite an odd couple in certain ways, but we did have some basic notions, first principles, Dr. Tan called them, which guided us through the creation of SMU. To be publicly funded, but autonomous, was one such principle. To focus on and excel in the social sciences and management, Singapore's only real resource, was another. To deliver a holistic and broad-based education resulting in well-rounded, initiative-taking young men and women was yet another. To instill a strong sense of personal and social responsibility was perhaps the final first principle of what was finally named Singapore Management University. So in some ways, although we were an odd couple, Dr. Tan quite cerebral, soft-spoken, but very clear-minded, and me quite brash and rash, somehow we clicked, and with the contributions of many other people, the pioneer faculty and management team of SMU and its initial cohorts of very adventurous students willing to be the first batch in a yet unproved university, SMU took off and never looked back. This year's cohort is the 19th. Hardly a blip in the life of centuries-old universities, but for those of us who remember SMU as a temporary structure erected in a car park, and that structure has now been long torn down, it signals that SMU has come a long way. The early batches of graduates are now in their 40s, many married with children and already very successful in their careers. None of you graduates today, however, was even born when your pioneer predecessors entered SMU. So there is already the beginning of a generational gap between our cohorts. And that is a good thing. It means that we have finally become mature enough for the tensions of change to occur within the continuity of tradition. In its initial years of existence, when SMU was a blank slate, whenever I or faculty members or students for that matter did anything new, we virtually initiated a new tradition. A young institution, like a young country or a new startup, is audacious to a fault, fearing nothing, including the fear of failure. For Singapore and for SMU, the heady days of creating traditions from scratch were quite exciting. There have been sighs and laments of late by new cohorts of students that SMU is now less exciting than before because it has now matured and become somewhat set in its ways. After all, graduates of Singapore's other universities now emulate the articulate, independent thinking, initiative-creating SMU graduates who bear the SMU hallmark of education. We are losing some of our USP, our edginess, they say. No doubt some of that is true, and our society is the better for it, that more young Singaporeans think, act, and behave like SMU students. However, It would be very wrong for you and future cohorts of SMU students to think that because you entered or will enter SMU when its formative teenage years are over, to think that the opportunity, no, the responsibility to innovate, to transform, to create new traditions and overturn obsolete ones are gone. The saying that in life, change is the only certainty must resonate in everything we do, whether as a young, fresh graduate or a newly minted septuagenarian like me. For example, when we first set up SMU, we never thought that a few years later we would have a law school encouraged by Dr. Tan, nor SMU-X, which became in some ways a game changer. And now, SMU has just set up a new and innovative College for Integrative Studies and a soon-to-be-launched College for Graduate Research Studies. We just cannot sit still, it seems. SMU itself is changing by the day, with each new president, dean, professor, and student doing what our visionary slogan tells us to do, to imagine better. And then, of course, to act upon our convictions and our imagination of a better world. Each of you now enter the job market in a world unrecognizable from just a few years earlier. The multiple shocks arising from the worst health crisis the world has ever seen, the worst disruption to global trade in decades, and most seriously, the most precarious geopolitical tensions since World War II, they have all combined to create what many have called the perfect storm of global instability. Now, it is easy for me to repeat the cliche that every crisis contains an opportunity. But cliches are exactly cliches because they do have some truth to them. And it is for each of you to seek out and to turn into reality the opportunities which await you in this unprecedented time of uncertainty. Today is particularly poignant for me because after 19 times, this will be my last commencement. After a quarter century of exhilarating ride, an experience that contains some of the proudest memories of my life, I turned 70 years old next month and shall soon be stepping down. If there's a single thing I have learned in these 25 years with SMU, it is this: a university, indeed like a nation, is nothing about shiny buildings or impressive degrees. It is all about the community of diverse individuals, which makes us unique. It falls upon all of us who love SMU, our alumni, our past and present faculty and staff, and you, present and future graduates, to build and improve upon this precious community with everything we have, so that from year to year, cohort to cohort, we continue to imagine better and then to achieve it. Like each of you, I shall leave SMU with precious memories and draw upon them to help me make this a better world in whatever I do, whomever I touch. And to everyone in our SMU community, trustees, faculty, students, alumni, and many other stakeholders, thank you for this incredible journey, which will never end, so long as we believe fervently in what we do. So once again, congratulations to all the graduates and your families today. Stay well, take care, be well, and goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Our guest of honor, Mr. Chandran, Minister for Education, will now address us virtually.
SMU Honorary Patron, Dr. Tony Tan, Chancellor, Mr. Lim Cheon, Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Eddie Teo, Chairman, Mr. Ho Kwon Peng, and members of the Board of Trustees, President Professor Lily Kong, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and the class of 2022, parents and guests. A very good afternoon to everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2022 on your graduation. Today, as you join the ranks of SMU alumni, it is opportune to ponder what will make you proud to be known as an SMU alumnus. What will distinguish you from others? As graduates of a young university, you face both the challenge and opportunity of defining the character and quality of your alumni status. The SMU brand will be defined by you. What will this brand be? I have 3 wishes, and I hope you will share them too. First, my hope is that the SMU alumni will distinguish yourself as being connected. Connected to people, frontier industries, frontier businesses, and the world. Connected because you are able to understand and empathize with the fears, concerns, and aspirations of those around you. Connected because you are able to appreciate the challenges and opportunities of today and tomorrow. Second, my hope is that SMU alumni will distinguish yourself as being innovative and transformative. A people who are bold in pushing the frontiers in all that you do to establish new standards of excellence, and never content to just maintain a system. And you have in you an eternal spirit to keep improving things and creating value for the people and organizations that you come across. Third, my hope is that SMU alumni will distinguish yourself as forever young, a people with youthful spirit who are not afraid to try, a youthful spirit of seeing the world as your oyster, full of idealism and courage to defy the odds of history for Singapore and Singaporeans. A youthful spirit that lives not just for today, but is always full of hope and determination for the long term and in building a better future. When I met the SMU leadership team some time back, we challenged ourselves to turn SMU from a university in a city into the city in a university. Or more precisely, to have the city DNA embedded in a university. While SMU is small in size, it is a catalyst of the spirit of leadership of our city and country. Multidimensional in its capabilities and hyper-connected with people, frontier businesses and industries, and the world. Leading in innovation and with a transformative spirit, always adventurous and youthful in its aspirations. Hence, may the city DNA of SMU be with you always. City as in connected, innovative and transformative, and eternally youthful. I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. We look forward to you growing and passing on this city DNA to generations of SMU students and alumni to come. Ultimately, the brand of any university is not dependent on the current faculty or students alone, but the collective spirit, endeavors, and achievements of its alumni. When you distinguish yourself as SMU alumni, you will collectively make SMU a university of distinction too. Thank you.
SMU awards honorary degrees to distinguished individuals in recognition and honor of their monumental achievements. SMU is proud to confer an honorary degree upon an extraordinary individual. First, may I now invite SMU Chairman back on stage to deliver the citation for honorary degree recipient. Chairman, please.
The Singapore Management University wishes to confer upon Dr. Tony Tan Keng Yam the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. It is a privilege and an honor to read the citation for this visionary man who has made great contributions to our nation and this university. Dr. Tan was born in Singapore on 7th of February 1940 and attended St. Patrick's School and St. Joseph's Institution. He went on to receive a first-class honors degree in physics from the University of Singapore, a Master of Science degree from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and a PhD in applied mathematics from the University of Adelaide. I recall when Dr. Tan and I were touring the Puketima campus of SMU some years ago, I did ask him that after having gone to so many universities, which was his favorite one, and he said it was the Puketima campus because that was where he met Mrs. Mary Tan. You see, Mrs. Tan? Oh! In 1969, he left the university to begin a career in banking with the Overseas Chinese Banking Corporation, OCBC, where he rose to become general manager. He left OCBC in 1979 to enter politics. Dr. Tan was elected as a member of parliament in 1979 and over the next 12 years served as senior minister of state in the Ministry of Education, minister for finance, and concurrently as a minister for trade and industry, and lastly as minister for education. In December 1991, Dr. Tan stepped down from the cabinet to return to the private sector as chairman and chief executive officer of OCBC. But then Dr. Tan rejoined the cabinet in August 1995 and was appointed deputy prime minister and minister for defense. In August 2003, Dr. Tan was appointed deputy prime minister and coordinating minister for security and defense. Dr. Tan was also part of the trade union movement. He was appointed chairman of NTUC Investment and Cooperative Committee in 1979 and served as chairman of the Board of Trustees of NTUC Income from 1980 to 1991. In 1988, Dr. Tan was awarded the NTUC Medal of Honor by the NTUC, National Trade Union Congress. Dr. Tan retired from the cabinet in September 2005 and was appointed Deputy Chairman and Executive Director of the Government of Singapore Investment Corporation, GIC, Chairman of the National Research Foundation, and Deputy Chairman of the Research, Innovation and Enterprise Council, and Chairman of Singapore Press Holdings, SPH. In July 2011, Dr. Tan stepped down from his positions at the GIC and SPH to contest in the presidential election. He won the election and was sworn in as the 7th President of the Republic of Singapore on 1st of September 2011. Dr. Tan has been conferred numerous honors for his work by institutions in Singapore and overseas, including the US, UK, and Europe. He has honorary degrees from 7 other distinguished universities around the world. Dr. Tan championed the development of higher education in Singapore as Minister for Education, Minister in charge for National University of Singapore and Nanyang Technological Institute, and Deputy Prime Minister overseeing higher education from 1995 to 2005. Under Dr. Tan's guidance, university education in Singapore became more globalized and was made accessible to more Singaporeans regardless of their family or financial background. He was the driving force behind creating SMU as Singapore's 3rd university to meet the rising number of graduates required to service our economy. He helped to differentiate it from Singapore's 2 existing universities, NUS and NTU, in that it was modeled after American universities and distinguished by broad-based education, departing from the British models on which they were founded. It was also the country's first publicly funded autonomous university, rather than a government statutory board. This gave it greater autonomy in faculty recruitment, remuneration, and administration. And SMU introduced bold changes with respect to research, curriculum design, and teaching pedagogy. The establishment of SMU spurred competitiveness in the sector that has driven Singapore's universities to compete confidently among the world's best. Dr. Tan continued to guide the development of SMU, including during his years as patron from 2011, and then as honorary patron as Distinguished Senior Fellow since September 2017. He maintains an office at SMU and continues to interact with the SMU community. Like many other Singaporeans, I have personally benefited from Dr. Tan's incisive and analytical mind. A favorite phrase of his, which I've long adopted, is his return to first principles, whenever we discussed plans and options which became quite convoluted. This adherence to first principles in whatever we do, and no matter how we evolve, has served SMU well in the past, and I hope for the future also. Chancellor of SMU, I commend Dr. Tony Tan to you to be conferred with the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa by Singapore Management University.
Thank you, Chairman. Please remain on stage with us. We now invite our honorary degree recipient, Dr. Tony Tan, accompanied by SMU Chancellor, on stage for the conferment and presentation of the honorary degree. Gentlemen, please. We now invite SMU Chancellor to confer the honorary degree. Chancellor, please.
By the powers granted pursuant to the Singapore Management University Act, I hereby confer upon Dr. Tony Tan Keng Yam the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, and admit you to all the accompanying rights and privileges.
Chancellor, may we now invite you to place the university hood on Dr. Tan. Chancellor will now present the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa to Dr. Tan. May we now invite Pro-Chancellor, President and Provost to join us on stage for a group photo to commemorate this special occasion. You may remove your masks for the photo. Thank you. May we now invite Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Chairman, President and Provost to take your seats, and Dr. Tony Tan to address us. Dr. Tan, please.
Mr. Lim Cheon, Chancellor, Singapore Management University, SMU. Mr. Eddie Teo, Pro-Chancellor, SMU. Mr. Ho Kwon Ping, Chairman, SMU Board of Trustees, and Ms. Claire Chiang, members of the SMU Board of Trustees, Professor Lily Kong, President, SMU, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm indeed honored to be conferred the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa by SMU. Let me begin by taking this opportunity also to congratulate all the graduates present here today. Your success is well earned. I extend my warmest congratulations to all your parents, grandparents, and relatives here. They have supported you in your educational journey, and they must be very proud of you. Please join me in a round of applause for the class of 2022. I first mooted the idea to establish a third university when I suggested in Parliament in 1997 that Singapore's economy would need some 17,000 university graduates every year by the year 2000, whereas NUS and NTU could only graduate up to 10,000 students every year. Rather than simply establishing another university, I thought we should take the opportunity to further develop our university sector to provide differentiation, provide variety, provide new directions. NTU was different from NUS, and I felt that the third university should be different from NUS and NTU. Singapore's third university had to be relevant to Singapore and meet the needs of Singaporeans. After many discussions, we decided that the third university would be focused on business and management, given the evolution of Singapore's economy towards finance, banking, and services. However, I thought that we should take new directions in other ways too. Because both NUS and NTU developed from the British model, I felt it would be good to consider another type of university with a different model, which could provide a new dimension to university education in Singapore. We chose to adopt many aspects from the US model, and we partnered with the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania for the first 5 years. The question came up about what should be the actual structure of this third university. I felt that if it's going to be a business and management university, we should look beyond the traditional sort of establishment people to be part of the university's council. I wanted to find somebody from the business world, preferably someone young. So I talked to Mr. Ho Kwon Ping, who was already a well-known businessman, and asked him if he could start this university in a new direction. Kwon Ping's response, perhaps quite understandably, was that he knew little about education and nothing about university administration. This would be something new for him, but I told him that this is what I thought would be especially useful. Thankfully, Kwon Ping accepted the challenge and remains SMU's founding chairman of the Board of Trustees till today. And SMU was established as Singapore's first autonomous university. Thank you, Kwon Ping. SMU has introduced several innovations with which I think all of you are quite familiar. SMU was the first university to practice a holistic and comprehensive assessment to ascertain students' readiness for college. SMU became the first university to offer seminar-style classes at undergraduate level that focus on student participation, significant team-based project work, and presenting arguments in class to develop students' hard, critical, and analytical skills, coupled with soft presentation and leadership skills. These innovations help students to develop the skills, knowledge, and experience that are necessary for leading in a rapidly changing and dynamic world. Additionally, SMU emphasized a need for international exposure through exchange programs and work experience through internships to produce more work-ready students. The success of SMU in producing a differentiated type of graduates eventually led to changes in how business education was taught in Singapore, particularly at NUS and NTU, especially with the increased focus on building student confidence and ability to talk on the job. SMU incorporated multiple criteria in its admissions process, as university recognized that grades are important, but they are not everything to produce graduates that are well-rounded. The pioneer faculty who were recruited to start SMU were those who were willing to take a risk and try out a new style of interactive teaching. The location of SMU in the city center was also a factor that differentiated SMU from NUS and NTU. Being a business and management university, SMU is strategically located to be close to the central business district and to the law courts. Starting with the business school, within a few years, SMU quickly developed other schools covering accountancy, economics, information systems, social science, law, and just this year, the new College of Integrative Studies. Today, SMU is recognized by its peers as one of the fastest growing business-oriented institutions of higher learning. It has been a great satisfaction for me to see SMU grow. From basically what was just a plan on a piece of paper into today, a thriving institution, well recognized in the world, well respected by employers, and well sought after as a partner in research and industry. Thank you everyone for the honor you have given me today. I also want to thank the many contributions of SMU as alumni to Singapore and the world. I am very proud to be associated with the staff, students, and alumni of this dynamic university. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Tan. May we now invite you to take your seat. And now, for the conferral of the undergraduate and postgraduate degrees.
Well, I'm quite excited to finally be graduating, and yeah, I think these last 4 years were almost life-changing. The person that I was to the person that I have become now, I think it's like drastically different. Quite happy with what I've done throughout these last 4 years.
Come across friends that I've been able to spend long hours in the library with, and professors who actually go out of their way to mentor me and to teach me beyond the classroom. I think these experiences, emotions that I felt along the way, will really be what I hold on to as we go into the working world.
I came into SMU as someone who was very shy, very reserved, but my experiences here have also shaped me a lot. I joined Conjang Consulting and Thrive Social Consulting, and both of which are consulting organizations that help non-profits in Singapore. So I had the opportunities to work with clients, to take on projects and even lead them from time to time. And all this have not only honed my confidence, but it has also shaped my analytical thinking skills and communication skills as well.
When I went into SMU, I actually didn't have any expectations, so I really went in with an open mind, an open heart. Prior to SMU, I was a very soft-spoken, but over time that has changed, and now I'm able to hold conversations well with people.
During my presidency in SMUZEC, we produced a series of 20 photos which were used for SMU's inaugural Arts Festival, and these photos eventually went on to an international scale. And it's really quite amazing that SMU has provided such a platform for us to reach out to the international communities.
I would like to take the opportunity to thank the diversity and inclusion team at SMU, and they've done so much work to make my time at SMU accessible and inclusive. Even my faculty has done a lot as well to make sure that I'm able to keep up and succeed despite my vision impairment.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the conferral of the undergraduate and postgraduate degrees, graduates, please rise. We now invite SMU Chancellor Mr. Lim Chee on, accompanied by SMU President and SMU Provost, on stage to officially confer the undergraduate and postgraduate degrees. Chancellor, please.
By the powers granted pursuant to the Singapore Management University Act, I hereby confer upon you the degrees shown respectively and admit you to all the accompanying rights, privileges, and responsibilities. You are henceforth proud graduates of this university, and I bid you to always uphold the good name and standards of this institution. Congratulations.
Thank you all. I would like to invite Chancellor and SMU Provost back to your seats, and President to the rostrum. Graduates, please be seated. Professor Lily Kong will now address us. President, please.
SMU Honorary Patron and Honorary Degree Recipient, Dr. Tony Tan Keng Yam, Chancellor SMU, Mr. Lim Chee Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Eddie Teo, Chairman, Mr. Ho Kwon Ping, and members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, and the class of 2022, parents and guests. A very good afternoon to everyone, and congratulations once again to the class of 2022 on graduating from Singapore Management University. Commencement marks the end of an important period in your lives and the beginning of a new phase as you embark on your career. That is why we call this a commencement. It is a significant moment of your lives, and so your hard work and achievements deserve to be celebrated. 4 years ago, most of you were sitting in a gathering just like this, excited and full of enthusiasm at Convocation 2018 after your freshman team building camp. You had been selected during our rigorous admissions process, and you showed the potential to benefit from SMU's transformative education. When you first joined SMU, you might have been reserved and unsure of yourselves. But over the years with us, you have learned and acquired knowledge and a whole range of different skills. Today, I see confident and articulate young men and women who have a strong sense of social responsibility and a necessary understanding and appreciation of different cultures. At SMU, you approached learning through a variety of disciplines. You applied your knowledge to real-world problems in your public, private, and non-profit sector internships. And you had opportunities to learn about cultures and practices around the globe, COVID notwithstanding. SMU's holistic education shaped you into a well-rounded individual with a broad-based learning and deep knowledge in your area of specialization, a global outlook, and a desire to make a meaningful impact in the world. You were challenged, and you committed yourself in a wide range of co-curricular and community service activities. In true SMU spirit, you pursued your dreams, took risks, dared to fail, and learned to succeed with grace. Whether you studied here as an undergraduate or postgraduate, you grew and matured as an individual who will seize the initiative, assume the obligations of leadership, and take responsibility for your actions. Don't forget that education is a lifelong process. You have learned how to learn. This has prepared you for a successful career in which you are already having to adapt to the demands of an ever-changing world. You will continue to have to adapt through lifelong learning as well as seizing and creating opportunities. You will need to constantly hone your skills and upgrade your knowledge. We hope that you will continue your lifelong education journey with us through our rapidly increasing range of postgraduate, executive, and professional and continuing education programs. Today, I would like to acknowledge the parents, siblings, relatives, and friends present. You have played such a crucial role in these graduates' journeys and in their achievement. Your support has been vital to ensuring their physical and mental well-being during the most challenging times of the COVID-19 pandemic. So today is a long-awaited celebration for you too. I invite everyone to please join me in giving all of you a very big round of applause. My thanks to all of you who have kept up the SMU tradition of contributing collectively to a graduating class scholarship. Your contributions will enable students with financial need to enjoy the SMU education that you have had. We truly appreciate your generosity. And remember, your investment in your own education isn't just what you put into your program, financially or otherwise, but what you continue to do to build the value of your degree as an alumnus. The stronger your alumni network, the more valuable your degree. And the only way you can do that is if you continue to reach out to your alumni community. Tap on your shared experiences, resources, and expertise, and bring your own value to bear for the benefit of others in the network. As you step into the working world, I urge all of you to carry our circle values of commitment, integrity, responsibility, collegiality, leadership, and excellence with you wherever you go. These values are a vital part of SMU's holistic approach to education. In recognition of the students who have especially embraced these values, the university confers on them Circle Awards at the commencement ceremony each year. Circle Award winners have been actively involved in serving and giving back to SMU and the community at large. They have demonstrated leadership qualities, are upright in character, and well respected by peers, staff, and faculty. They are role models. In closing, I want to say how glad I am to see so many of you again and to know that you are safe, well, and adapting to this new normal. I hope to be able to see you again soon, perhaps when you attend our alumni events, take up a postgraduate course, or volunteer to mentor your juniors. We look forward to you staying in touch with your alma mater. Once again, my heartfelt congratulations and best wishes to all of you. I'm confident that you will make a meaningful impact and help to shape a better world for everyone. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you, President. Please remain on stage. It is now our pleasure to present the Circle Award winners. From the School of Social Sciences, Ong Shu Hui, Jessica. Ruben Chan Jitwei. From the Yong Pang Hao School of Law, Richard Chee Han Ti. Tan Jia Le. From the Lee Kong Chen School of Business, Martin Laya. Reshma Ishwaya Dogipathy. From the School of Accountancy, Bernice Ong Jing Wen. Nicholas Lo Wen Jun. From the School of Economics, Teng Yi Min Melody. From the School of Computing and Information Systems, Jessica Lau Hui Chen. So Eun Che, Timothy. Thank you, Professor Lily Kong. Congratulations to all our Circle Award winners!
I was actually able to go overseas for a business study mission to the US. We actually made it to Silicon Valley and Seattle, where we got to visit the offices of Facebook, LinkedIn, Amazon, which are things that you can only dream about. That experience opened my eyes to the various possibilities that are out there. During my time in SMU, I was a research assistant for my professor, where I was on a project on cottage industries in Singapore. This involves me going door to door, finding these various businesses and interviewing the owners. And through this, I was able to hone a lot of my research and interviewing skills as well as analysis skills. These skills actually come in really handy in my current role as a consultant because it also involves a lot of research and analytical skills as well as putting these findings into writing. I'm particularly thankful to my family and friends who have supported me throughout my 4 years here in uni. And I'm especially thankful for the friends that I've made along the way. They have truly been my found family here, and I've spent so many late nights cramming for exams with them, and I'm very, very thankful for their support through the highs and lows.
SMU transformed me, making me more confident about the person that I am. By going through various activities, such as embarking on various school plays and putting myself out there as an actor, which I had never done before, was instrumental in not only allowing me to identify my strengths and weaknesses, but also to be humble and brave enough to work on them and to learn and to actively ask for help from the people who I knew were much better in those things than I was. Being able to step out of my comfort zone and being comfortable with being uncomfortable was the biggest takeaway that SMU brought me. I benefited a lot from its seminal styles teaching. Prior to university, I think I thought of matters in a very black and white way. But in every single class that I've been in SMU, there would always be points of view raised by my classmates that I would have never ever thought of. And I think over time, being exposed to these different points of view, to different modes of thinking, that sort of exposure has taught me not only to become a better student in accommodating all of these different viewpoints in my head, but also to become a better thinker in formulating my own thoughts on world issues. I would like to thank my parents for their unwavering love and support, as well as to my friends and my professors for their constant encouragement and guidance. Thank you so much for everything, guys. I really appreciate it.
May we now invite SMU Provost, Professor Timothy Clark, on stage to present the awards. Let's welcome Esther Chong to receive her SMU Salutatorian Award. Let's welcome Chandran Samuel to receive his Kwek Valedictorian Award and SPH Valedictorian Award. Thank you, Provost. May we invite you back to your seat. And Samuel to the rostrum to deliver his valedictorian speech. Samuel, please.
A very good afternoon to SMU Honorary Patron and Honorary Degree Recipient, Dr. Tony Tan Keng Yam, Chancellor of SMU, Mr. Lim Chee On, Pro-Chancellor of SMU, Mr. Eddie Teo, Chairman, Mr. Ho Kwon Ping, and members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, parents, and esteemed guests. And of course, to my dearest class of 2022, happy graduation. As we enter a new chapter today, I'm sure many of us are filled with excitement for what is to come. A dream job, a BTO, or even just finally going overseas for a holiday. For myself, as a simple man, I'm merely looking forward to new lunch options other than tea party and kofu. Whatever it is, we have much to look forward to. Some of us, however, may be slightly worried. I assure you that you are not alone. If the last 2 years have proved anything, it is just how quickly things can get turned upside down. I mean, one moment, you're eating with your 5 best friends. The next moment, you're out of the Telegram chat, as I found out to my own cost. But when I feel fearful about the future, I stop and I remember 3 things that I know about us. I remember first our culture of kindness. Since I've entered SMU, I've been constantly amazed at the generosity of my peers and my seniors, who are always willing to lend a helping hand to those in need. This kindness is demonstrated in the everyday, from the sharing of notes, to the encouragement we give, and even to the seats that we joke for our friends in KGC and LKS. Even beyond SMU, many of us have participated in overseas community service projects, assisting refugees, teaching children, and empowering communities. I remember also the passion with which we approach life, and I get reminded of this passion every time I take a walk around SMU. Among us today are artists who have spent countless hours into honing your craft, and athletes who are constantly pushing your own limits. These activities, which we so enthusiastically took part in during our time in SMU, are filled with an infectious joy, one that is created when we come together to do what we love. Finally, I remember the strong community of support here at SMU. It is the countless emails sent by the Center for Student Financial Assistance to make sure that no student need goes unmet. It is the conversations we have with our professors beyond the classroom. It is the guidance we get from our alumni mentors, and it is even the camaraderie that we forge by hearing the closing time song at the end of a long day. As we leave SMU today, friends, what will we remember? Apart from the long mugging sessions and the countless hours at Smooth Bar or Brick Lane, I hope that we will also remember this culture of kindness as we seek to instill it in the places we go, and the passion of our batchmates that will continue to inspire us forward. Above all, let us remember this SMU community, which we will always be a part of. People with whom we have lived, loved, and shared. For it is only through remembering who we are, what we are made of, and most importantly, the people who stand behind us, that we may always find the strength to be kind and to carry on. Thank you.
Thank you, Samuel. Congratulations to all the award winners from the class of 2022.
Where have you been all my life? And boy, don't stop taking me.
When I'm in Brooklyn, in the cars, I was looking, but there you were, my fallen angel, my fallen angel. Lost in a dark room, walking on air, don't have to see you to know you're there. Die for the way you're, die for the way you're. Let's go!
Higher than the heavens.
Thank you, SMU Eurhythmix, SMU Voix, and SMU Symphonia for such an electrifying performance. Once again, congratulations to the graduating class of 2022! We have now come to the end of the opening ceremony. Please remain seated for the academic recession. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated as we will begin the SOSS ceremony shortly. Thank you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and a very warm welcome to the School of Social Sciences commencement ceremony for the class of 2022. First, I would like to invite Professor Chandran Kukathas, Dean of the School of Social Sciences, to deliver his welcome address. Prof, please.
So this is the moment you've been waiting for, isn't it? Okay. So, colleagues, the graduating class of 2022, their families and friends, welcome to the SMU School of Social Sciences 2022 commencement ceremony. We are here today to recognize the graduating class for their achievement in completing successfully a rigorous course of study over 4 demanding, I hope also rewarding and enjoyable years at this university as the School of Social Sciences celebrates its 15th anniversary. Completing a university degree requires certain qualities that are worth noting. It requires intelligence, it requires a capacity for hard work, it requires a measure of determination and persistence, and it requires a willingness to reflect and consider and perhaps reconsider the path one has taken. It requires character. That character has been seriously tested for all of those whose studies have been disrupted by the pandemic through which we have lived for the past 2 years and longer. It has posed challenges to students no less than to teachers and administrators, and even to deans, I should say. The fact that you are here shows that you have the fortitude as well as the good fortune to make it to the end of your programs, to reach your goals. Take a moment to recognize your accomplishment and take pride in it. Take another moment to reflect also on the contributions and perhaps even the sacrifices made by your families and friends that have helped you along the way. Many of them are here to celebrate with you, and it is well to take the opportunity to acknowledge their importance. You have all graduated with a bachelor's degree in social science. There are many things to gain in pursuing the course of study that led to this. While you have all acquired certain skills and now have a body of knowledge more considerable than that with which you began, I hope you will bring to the world beyond more than just the particular talents that you have. I hope you will bring to the world as social scientists a certain temper, curious, observant, wary of easy explanations and solutions, and disciplined in the quest for better answers. As graduates of SMU, I anticipate that you will take this outlook with you as you pursue your own ambitions, combined with something else we have tried to encourage in you. That is a certain sense of social responsibility. As graduates, as educated people, you have the capacity and the opportunity to make a difference for the better, whether in your workplace or your community or the world more generally. I'm confident that this is how you see things. I would also like to encourage you to consider paying it forward by donating to the SOSS Study Award, a recently launched bursary for SSS students to help your juniors who are in need. As graduates, I welcome you as alumni of SMU and hope you will find time to visit the brand new School of Social Sciences and College of Integrative Studies, a building that is located right next to the building that we're now in. If you have not, there will still be opportunities as we will be inviting the school's alumni back for the anniversary celebrations on the 30th of September. so you may want to mark your calendars. Let me finish by congratulating you once again on your achievement. We all wish you well for the future and hope that you will stay connected to the university and to the School of Social Sciences. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Chandran. Please remain on stage for the presentation of the Kwek Hongpeng SMU School of Social Sciences Valedictorian Award. This year's Kwek Hongpeng SMU School of Social Sciences Valedictorian Award goes to Ms. Victoria Ivory Birrell. Thank you, Professor Chandran. May we invite you back to your seat, please. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome the Kwek Hongpeng School of Social Sciences Valedictorian for the class of 2022, Ms. Victoria Ivory Birrell, to deliver her speech.
A very good afternoon, everyone. My name is Victoria Birrell, and I am absolutely honored to be the SMU School of Social Sciences Class of 2022's Valedictorian. Nobody really achieves anything alone, and I'm no exception to this, which is why I first would like to thank everybody who shaped me into the person that I am today. You know who you are. I love you very deeply, and thank you. The pursuit of knowledge and the ever-improving development of society is part of the same story. The mark of an impressive education is one that deepens our understanding of society, challenges our long-held assumptions, and sharpens our grasp of the world. An SMU School of Social Science education has achieved all of these things and far more, which is why I sincerely hope that we won't forget the incredibly important lessons that we have learned right here on campus. Beyond the lecture halls, we must constantly question how our values measure up to the real world before us. Ultimately, having an insatiable thirst for knowledge and actively pursuing new knowledge, especially the type that jolts us out of our comfortable complacency, is not only important for flourishing in life, but key to shaping a better society for all. Now, studying amidst these extraordinary times has not always been easy. During my time at SMU, I have had the utmost privilege of witnessing my peers reject resignation and remain hopeful, demonstrating the unwavering resilience of the human spirit amidst extreme adversity. Ultimately, the pandemic has sharply concentrated our efforts to forge onward courageously in our education, community service, and shaping a kinder, more resilient Singapore. To this notion of kindness, nothing has made it more apparent than during my volunteerism at the Institute of Mental Health. My time at IMH taught me the sacred value of empathy, the universal yearning for deep human connections, and the transformative power of selfless compassion. While we have emerged from our most recent challenge stronger, this will not be our generation's final test. Issues on a local, regional, and global scale include violence, hunger, poverty, and climate change, to name a few. While these threats may seem like a formidable test, I am confident that as thoughtful, adaptive, and measured students of social science that we already possess the requisite skill set to play a big role in continually restoring peace, security, prosperity, and stability. All that is left for us to do is act. The truth of the matter is, the world has always been volatile, and to reject our current responsibility to meet today's challenges head-on would be to lose sight of the significant change that past generations have worked so hard to bounce back from. History has shown us that the type of states and communities that emerge successfully are those that remain deeply engaged and actively play a risk-mitigating role to avoid globalization's pitfalls. I sincerely believe that if we solve problems using a balanced blend of sobering realism that doesn't turn cynical and exceptional idealism that serves our constant guiding light to stay true to our values, we will have the capacity to face any challenge head-on. Ultimately, while today's challenges may appear like a formidable test, it also offers an unparalleled opportunity to use what we have learned from an SMU School of Social Sciences education to boldly craft a new path that, if successful, will serve as an enduring lesson for generations to come. Congratulations, SMU School of Social Sciences, class of 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Victoria. Next up, we have the presentation of degrees to the graduates. I would like to request for all guests to remain seated during the ceremony and to kindly refrain from using flash photography, as it may affect the pictures that are being taken by our professional photographers. I'd also like to gently remind all graduates not to take selfies on the stage during the presentation. You may unmask before coming up on stage and must promptly put back your mask after leaving the stage. With that, may I now invite Professor Chandran, Dean of the School of Social Sciences, back on stage to present the degree scrolls to all graduates. Professor, please.
Without further ado, we will start with the degree presentation. First up, graduating with a PhD in psychology, we have Thang Baek Wei. We will now present the degrees to Master of Philosophy in Psychology graduates. First up, Alvin Wong Junjie. Master of Philosophy in Psychology, Nadiana Binte Muhammad Majid. Master of Philosophy in Psychology, Win Tan. And now for the Bachelor of Social Science degree presentation. First up, Danawa Namalasari Binti Rosli, summa cum laude, winner of the Helen Chua Chin Siang Best Senior Thesis in Sociology and the Ho Si Beng Excellence Award. Muhammad Ashraf bin Jamil, summa cum laude, winner of the Helen Chua Chin Siang Best Senior Thesis in Sociology. Elijah Lai Jun Yi, magna cum laude, winner of the Helen Chua Chin Siang Best Senior Thesis in Political Science. Faith Amanda Wee, cum laude, winner of the Helen Chua Chin Siang Best Senior Thesis in Psychology. Manmeet Kaur, summa cum laude, winner of the Helen Chua Chin Siang Best Senior Thesis in Psychology. Verity Lua Yu Ting, summa cum laude, winner of the Helen Chua Chin Siang Best Senior Thesis in Psychology. Kang Shu Tin, Clarice, cum laude, winner of the SMU School of Social Sciences Best Senior Thesis in Politics, Law, and Economics Award. Isabel Sophie Chua Wan Sin, cum laude, winner of the SMU School of Social Sciences Best Senior Thesis in Politics, Law, and Economics Award. Fiona Ng Ziling, summa cum laude, winner of the Ho Si Beng Excellence Award. Ong Shu Hui Jessica, summa cum laude, winner of the SMU Circle Award. Ruben Chan Zitwei, magna cum laude, winner of the SMU Circle Award. Esther Chong, summa cum laude, with a double degree in the Bachelor of Social Science and Bachelor of Accountancy, winner of the SMU Salutatorian Award, the Mustafa Aizuddin Outstanding Social Science Graduate Prize. Lai Yin, summa cum laude, winner of the Sing Health Hem Intern Award and the Sing Health Hem Outstanding Student Award. Shailene Ong, magna cum laude, with a double degree in the Bachelor of Social Science and Bachelor of Science Economics. Janice Teo Ray Min, magna cum laude, with a double degree in the Bachelor of Business Management and Bachelor of Social Science. Victoria Ivory Birrell, summa cum laude, winner of the Ian R. Taylor Best Graduating Student Award and the Kwek Hong Peng SMU School of Social Sciences Valedictorian Award. Radhika Chandok. Aditi Agarwal, magna cum laude. Priya Chuganayat, magna cum laude. Ma Alexandra Martinez Parada. Chong E-eun. Najee Muhammad Farouk. Liang Shuyi, cum laude. Riggs Chan Ting Feng. Gu Yuya Olivia. Alicia Jean Santoso. Melissa Anna Ditmer Tia Singh. Adam Atika Samina. Farah Nadira Binti Afandi. Aizuddin bin Muhammad Nordin. Tan Ru Chuan Zain, summa cum laude. Double degree in Bachelor of Science Economics and Bachelor of Social Science. Winner of the Kwek Hong Peng SMU School of Economics Valedictorian Award. Sean Ang Te Sien, summa cum laude. Double degree in the Bachelor of Laws and Bachelor of Social Science. Winner of the Clifford Chance Award for Law and Technology and Michael Huang Prize for the top student in International Commercial Arbitration. Sarah Pua Sin Yun. Ang Sin Yi. Lim Pei Chan, magna cum laude. Delena May Tamilmaran Karupaya. Ki Jae Min, cum laude. Lim Jie Ai. Chihiro Sakai. Xia Yishan, summa cum laude, with a double degree in a Bachelor of Social Science and Bachelor of Business Management. Jacqueline Cheryl Lee Ka-in. Tan Yue Xuan Cheryl. Vaishak Pillai, cum laude, with a double degree in a Bachelor of Social Science and Bachelor of Science Economics. Chun Xuewen, cum laude. Tae Herwen, summa cum laude. Celestine Emma Chan Siuing. Gladys Yuan Jingwen. Chu Jiayi. Desiree Lo Sherray, cum laude. Ong Yuan Ti. Lee Mingyao, summa cum laude, with a double degree in a Bachelor of Business Management and Bachelor of Social Science. Gloria Lai Junyen, magna cum laude. Tung Yi Min Melanie, magna cum laude, with a double degree in Bachelor of Science Economics and Bachelor of Social Science, winner of the SMU Circle Award. Liang Jia Yi Nicole, cum laude. Shana Chia Hui. Sung Jian Da. Alston Tan Yu Jie, cum laude. Norina binti Syed Ali Muhammad Shah. Caseberry Elizabeth Ann, magna cum laude. Marissa binti Ali Majalisi. Yo Zi-en Vanessa, cum laude. Audrey Lu Wan Yi, magna cum laude. Erin Xiao Yi Lin, summa cum laude, with a double degree in a Bachelor of Social Science and Bachelor of Business Management. Clarence Ng Kai Lun, magna cum laude. Tai Yong Eun Amos, summa cum laude. Joel Ong Kai Yang. Nyam Tze Hui. Charmaine Ang Kia Lung. Shanice Tan Si Ning, cum laude. Natalie Lim Si Hui. Yong Hui Ti Don. Adeline Chan Jia Ping. Ruth Leong Eun Hui. Wu Zibin. Nor Sabrina Binti Baharudin. And Maria Ong Sin. Ho Sin E Eileen, cum laude. Ong Yi Ping, magna cum laude. Lim Wan Kim Cassandra, cum laude. Yong Sin Yi Sheena. Darren Nicholas Ringol Sitekpeng. Tan Lingyue Gloria. Wong Pei-Tzu Edwin, cum laude, with a double degree in the Bachelor of Business Management and Bachelor of Social Science. Go Jen, magna cum laude. Justin Pei Ting Han, magna cum laude. Manvinder Kaur, daughter of Joginder Singh. Chua Kai Zhen, magna cum laude. Jolene Ong Zi En, cum laude. Ho Ka Yen Canis, magna cum laude. Michelle Ng Hui Min, cum laude, a double degree in Bachelor of Social Sciences and Bachelor of Business Management. Rachel Kok Chen Yi, magna cum laude, double degree in Bachelor of Business Management and Bachelor of Social Science. Wong Yu Ki, cum laude. Clarice Sim Yen Ling, magna cum laude. Wesley C. To Tren. O Shu Xian. Emily Lee Yun Fang. Keith Tae Jin Yang, summa cum laude. Ho Zong Yo Daniel, magna cum laude. Rachel Hannah Go. Alif Daniel bin Ramlan. Ang Shu Hui Natasha, magna cum laude. Nicole Chun Rui Ying, cum laude. Nabila Atika binti Ramat. Jean Ravine Herrera Chua. Joshua Fan Tanwe, magna cum laude. Nadira Dawita Putri. Iman Ali Reda, cum laude. Danish Ramlan. Lukman Noor Hakim bin Wahab. Muhammad Zafri bin Azman, summa cum laude. Mia de Puint, cum laude. To Wen Hui. Ma Jingwen. Megan Sim Shi Hui. Wang Si-min Brenda, magna cum laude. Carrie Fong Che-lin. Siddharth Prabhakar. Nurul Shahira binti Musafa. Remy Rose Quintana Ocampo, cum laude. Park Shan-hui. Stephanie Wei Ling Edelman. Eugenia Sim Xuan Yi. Tan Hong Xuan, cum laude. Fu Ai Luan, summa cum laude. Double degree in a Bachelor of Social Science and Bachelor of Science Economics. Ko Mei Yok Jermaine, cum laude. Yap Ying Ying Natalie. Lee Ying Si. Chin Kai. Chiam Hui Ling Shalin, summa cum laude, with a double degree in Bachelor of Social Science and Bachelor of Science Economics. Lo Yue Chi Vanessa. Tan Li Yuan Celine, magna cum laude, with a double degree in Bachelor of Social Science and Bachelor of Business Management. Li Zheng Wei Luan. Ifa Fadila binti Muhammad Azmi. Kim Jingjie, cum laude. Liu Shermin, cum laude. Yo Sing Ray, cum laude. Lim Yin Yi. Ashley Ang. Wong Hung Yi Christabel, cum laude. Pang Si Sien Mildred, cum laude. Jolene Tan. Kothari Meenakshi, summa cum laude. Anya Jain. Tan Sing Ming. Isabella Lok Ying Shing. Sung Chen Yi Kennedy. Shireen Begum, daughter of Amir Ali. Lee Xiao Tong. Henrietta Ng Ti Fong, magna cum laude. Grace. Natalie Ang Xuan Han, cum laude, with a double degree in Bachelor of Social Science and Bachelor of Science Economics. Amelia Pang K. Lee, cum laude. Lim Zi Ti Ixus, magna cum laude, with a double degree in a Bachelor of Social Science and Bachelor of Science Economics. Tham Surong, magna cum laude. Ho Shu En. Lee Sin Yi. Charlene Wee Xue Ling. Chong Ka Mun. Choi Chung Mun Megan, summa cum laude. Claudia Sito Zizing. Gayatri Aurora. Wong Jingting, summa cum laude, with a double degree in Bachelor of Business Management and Bachelor of Social Science. Lim Yu Min Nicole. Thang Paul, magna cum laude. Yo Jie Min Jermaine. Hannah Lui Jie Yi. Ung Ni Yun Patty. Tain Sandy Thao Hin, magna cum laude. Natalie Lo Wen T. Megan Lau Lin Ning. Tan Huang Nin, magna cum laude. Pei Chu Siang Jillian, cum laude. Q Jun Wei. Wang Yujie. Nabiha binti Muhammad Tamzid. Violet Chiang Jia Tin. Hua Pei Wen. Eng Shi Yi Rebecca. Wong Suk Won. Wong Junjie, cum laude. Ko Zhenyi Daniel. Celeste Tan Min, summa cum laude. Jire Tam Wei Liang, cum laude. Ngo Sean Meng Rule, cum laude. To Jie Yu Joey. Tsai Beiying. Farah Natasha binti Abdul Malik, magna cum laude. Joel Ebenezer Chang Ren Jie. Lee Min Yi. Tu Hui Wen. Wee Kai Yang. Yap Wei Shen Russell James Jr., cum laude. Liao Ti Ti, magna cum laude.
Thank you, Professor Chandran. May we now invite you back to your seat, please. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of the School of Social Sciences commencement ceremony for the class of 2022. First of all, we would like to thank our distinguished guests, Professor Chandran as well, and all our professors, graduates, and their families and friends for gracing this ceremony. Once again, for the last time today, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the class of 2022! Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated as our distinguished guests, Dean and faculty take their leave. And to our graduates, please follow our usher's guidance to exit the hall for your class photo taking. That's a big huh, but yes, a class photo taking, and you guys may start leaving the hall. Families and friends, please stay put. To our families and friends, please do remain in your seats while the graduates are leaving the hall. In the meantime, I do kindly ask to take this moment to share your feedback with us using the QR code that will be shown on the screens. Now, the QR code feedback can also be found on the SMU Commencement website. Thank you.